have it, guys. Eddie Hearn states that Zeilei Zhang is on the short list for opponents for Anthony Joshua and Let Me Counterpunch. It's a good fight for Zhang. I think it's a decent fight for AJ. I think it's a good comeback fight because, if he beat Zhang, I mean, he'll done both. He's beat him in the amateurs and then he'll beat him in the pros. And what we learn about Zhang versus AJ, Zhang has no gas tank, but he does have that big bang, right? Well, AJ may not have the best chin. So my advice to AJ, if you're taking a fight with Zeilei Zhang, make sure to keep those mitts up. Because if you don't keep those mitts up, the same thing that happened to Joe Joyce could happen to AJ. You know what I mean? He can knock you spark out. This is heavyweight boxing. And someone like Zeilei Zhang don't really have much to lose. So he's going into a fight where, hey, it's all or nothing. And then, that puts Zhang back in a position because he, along with Daniel Dubois, has beaten AJ. You see what I mean? So it puts them in the same circle, which is a great thing for Zhang. So, yeah, it's beneficial. It gives Zhang a big payday in case he does run out of gas and gets stopped by AJ or whatever and he loses. Well, he gets a payday. AJ, he gets another stripe on the belt. He gets, an opportunity to, redeem himself to show that, hey, I'm still worthy of people following me and promoting me and following me. All right. So I think it's a good it's a good fight. Will he fight Zhang? More than likely. Maybe that's easy because Caballo, I don't think they'll fight Caballo. But they'll definitely pick Zhang over Caballo. And, Caballo stopped Zhang, Sanchez, and Arslan Bigmarkmadov. So they're not going to pick him. But, Zhang looked beatable. He looked beatable, and he got beat. And anytime you see someone get beat, they're on the short list just like this particular thing here. Right? Because they know the best time to pounce on a fighter is when he's on his way out. And Zeilei Zhang is probably, he had a good run, especially at 40 some odd years of age. He's had a good run. But I have to remind people that if AJ does decide to fight Zeilei Zhang, people are going to call him the old man beater. Old man beater. Old man beater. Right? And because, Povetkin, Klitschko was 41, Pulev, you see what I mean? So, a lot of people are then going to say, oh, AJ just like to fight older fighters. So, so you remember, but this is the same older fighter that knocked out Deontay Wilder, dropped Joseph Parker twice, dropped Caballero, dropped Philip Hergovic, knocked out Joe Joyce. So he's had a good run regardless, and he's around that same age bracket, isn't he? So, yeah, he was past his 40s and still doing his thing. That means he's still dangerous. Hello, George Foreman. Right? So I would remind people to think of that when you want to diss AJ for possibly fighting Zeilei Big Bang Zhang. You guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn's words against or towards this particular issue. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch.